diamond cover Rolls Royce, $33 million Ferrari, and from there it only gets crazier. These are the most expensive cars of soccer players.
Absolutely outstanding!
And you can't bring spending millions without mentioning my boy Aubameyang. Not only his car is expensive, they were controversial too. See, in his 14 years old football, he's eked up over $80 million. And I swear this man spends every sweat on his way. And he got solid gold Lamborghini, an RA, Range Rover, and a Porsche. But nothing is compared to his $2 million masterpiece.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Dude, this guy's living a GTA in real life. This Ferrari comes with the V12 engine, and I got 220 miles per hour, and it goes to 0 to 124 faster than you can watch a TikTok. Now, personally, I thought the paycheck was pretty crispy, but his fans, they were pissed. Pretty known in the car community to keep the raw Ferrari traditional way. So when Aubameyang keeps to his Instagram, he posted the pro lesson crow. He got his ass roasted. People saying things like, I don't think ruining a LaFerrari was possible. It looked like a little kid picked this paint job. But Aubameyang found us exactly what we expect, saying we don't give a fuck. And he makes sure that surprise is something special. He gets his $300 Lamborghini Huracan red the exact same way. Then he knows all the they need a cheat code to live like him. And his garage is filled up like this. I didn't think you could top it, but then I found out
Neymar?
nobody from the entire world cannot buy. Yeah, see, he makes about $100 million every single year, and nothing bleeds a bigger more than his car collection. That crazy is, Neymar is so known for his hips. He can't even drive down the streets without crowd running after him. Just look at this. People are literally about to get run over just to take a picture of him. Ridiculous. You'd think Neymar would cop a car that would blend in or just over everywhere? Right. Well, back in 2019, right after he signed a $200 million deal, he decided Audis, Ferraris, Bugattis, they just weren't flashy or expensive enough. He wanted something that nobody could buy. And that's when he found out a $4.5 million supercar he couldn't live without.
They just wanna see me in the grave. Come out the law in the rave. Oh no, I can't wait. You can read what you sold in the day. I was down, I'm up.
This thing looks like a damn spaceship. This Lamborghini Veneno has a V12 engine, can go 221 miles per hour, and there's only 5 of these in the entire world.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure he won't get recognized driving this down the street. But you wanna know what's better than that? It's not even the fastest cars he owned. Later that year, Neymar decided it was necessary to spend a few more million, because $4 million on his single car, it didn't dent his bank account enough. So he had to level up.
I'm about to make him disappear. I don't wanna see no tears. This is only the beginning. Losing is my only fear. Take some time away from my peers.
Are you seeing this? This thing looks like it might transform and fly away. His Lincoln Heights Sport came with a twin-turbo F6 engine, 780 horsepower, and it can go from 245 miles per hour. I like to see a cop try to pull this thing over. There's a reason they put his cars in Fast and Furious. Now, $8 million on 2 cars, things don't get prettier than that, right? Well, Lionel Messi car cost him $50 million, and one of his cars is literally illegal. See, Messi's been known for his Audis and Maseratis, but in 2015, he decided to spend $2 million to celebrate. He bought one of the rarest cars in the I don't know what it's about these soccer players, man, but I feel like they played a little too much Need for Speed growing up. They get in cars. Messi's Pagani Roadster has a V12 engine, 6-speed transition, and it goes 208 miles per hour. That's really fast enough for a plane to take off. Now, I don't know what Messi is running from, but I don't want to find out. As happy as Messi when he bought it, as soon as he drove it off, a lot of cops pulled him over from not dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. Yeah, you will literally literally get arrested if you don't subscribe. But yeah, they also told him his car is so dangerous, it's not even allowed on the road. Yeah, I just hope he can get his money back, but otherwise he spent $2 million for nothing. But do the math, he still got $48 million of whips in his garage, and more than that, half of that was on a single car. Back in 2016, Messi got an anonymous tip that the owner of his dream car was finally selling it. So he drops everything, raced to his private jet and flew to the car's occasion in Paris. But there was one huge problem: Cristiano Ronaldo. See, before Messi's plane landed, Ronaldo offered millions to the dealer to buy the car himself, just so we could pull up to El Clasico in Messi's dream car. I guess the rivalry on the field just wasn't enough, but the Action House news Messi was on his way and wanted to give him a shot at making a better offer. So when Messi showed up, the two battled it out, made their bids, and things got pretty heated. Neither of them were trying to live without this car, but eventually the price got a little out of Ronaldo's budget, and for the first time in his career, he accepted defeat. That day, Messi became a champion again, but this time the trophy cost him $33 million. Yeah, all that for a 1957 Ferrari Spider. And if you ask me, I would have just spent a couple of $100K on a new Ferrari. But there is a reason he's the pro athlete and I'm making a YouTube videos. Now, Ronaldo didn't let a defeat get to him. After all, he's already got over $22 million in cars. I'm talking he's got so money, he literally lost count.
How many cars do you have right now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hold up. You mean to tell me he doesn't even know what's in his garage? Ridiculous. Now, what's crazy is half of the money he spent was on his Bugatti collection. Back in my day, people collected baseball cards. This dude collects $1 million cars and forgets about them. See,
What?
in 2016, he spent $2 million to get to 253 miles an hour in his all-black Bugatti Veyron. Just a year later, he spends another $3 million on a silver and black Bugatti Chiron. This time with a customized CR7 headrested on the seat, his logo on the left-hand side, and Ronaldo gets so much attention for buying this. The company wanted him to become the face of their brand. Now with Ronaldo already copying two Bugattis, it's really a surprise that in 2020, when Bugatti released their rarest cars yet, Ronaldo was the first in line. He decided there's no way he couldn't live without.
Took the wife and Lazarati that speak. At the spice, the color Murray, that's me. My advice off the order I seen. Christ alone, he don't promise you. Don't say that. You know that man don't pay that. Trying to stunt in your rentals. I too wanna cry.
Man, I thought my Toyota Camry was fast. Grono is not playing. His all-white Bugatti Shelton DG came with an 8-liter W16 engine, and it can go 236 miles per hour. There's only 10 of these cars in the entire world. Even though Ronaldo spends $70 million just on Bugattis, back in 2019, after winning Etheria in a championship, Ronaldo wanted to spend millions to celebrate, and that's when he spends over $900,000 on a limited edition McLaren Senna. It came with a twin-turbo V8 engine, and it was designed to look like a shark. Like Ronaldo always does, as soon as he bought it, he has to flex in his 200 million followers on Instagram. Now, what's crazy is Ronaldo only made to flex the McLaren. He ain't even realized that two of his $400,000 Rolls Royce would pop up in the frame. But yeah, Ronaldo also a big fan for those cars as well. He's been spotted in all-white Rolls Royce, Cullen, and another all-white Phantom. So he's not always in cars that can go 5 times the speed limit. But speaking of the cars that go over 200 miles an hour, what would a car collection without a couple of Lamborghini? There are some of Ronaldo's favorites. He spent over $300,000 twice on a Lamborghini Aventador, one all-white and another all-black. But this car might be something he regrets. I think from now on, Ronaldo should just Uber, man. This dude watched Lamborghinis. It cost him millions but worst of all, one accident nearly ended his career. Damn. I'm just glad Ronaldo turned out okay, because this could have been a way more devastating situation. And we all can learn something from this. It's that if an almost billionaire's life can nearly be taken in a split second, no amount of money or fame makes anybody invincible. And it's proof that none of us should be spending either. And if we all come together and just be a little more aware, it can truly make the world a safer place. And there's also one soccer player who not only learned from Ronaldo's mistake, but from his own as well. See, David Beckham was all-time great player, so it's not surprised he had garage filled up with Ferraris, Lambos, Porsche and McLarens. But because of spending incident in 2018, Beckham failed to not only change his way, but to change the world. See, Beckham was caught whipping a Bentley 59 up to 40, which doesn't seem like that big of the deal. But this wasn't his first incident. So when police officers caught him on this time, they didn't take the situations lightly. I mean, they literally wanted to take away his license for good. But Beckham lawyer Nick Freeman wasn't gonna let that happen under one condition. He wanted Beckham to give up his fast and furious ways and hire a personal driver. Now, Beckham thought long and hard about this. I mean, he had a garage filled up with the supercars that could go 200 miles per hour. The adrenaline from going that fast was forever on his DNA. But after all, it was bigger than himself. He didn't have much a choice. He was honestly risking more than his life, one life out there. And what type of role model would it be if he didn't learn from his mistake? So he looked up at this and honestly he took it as a blessing. I mean, everybody just wanted to see him become a better person, realized that. So Beckham looked up this as an opportunity to inspire each and every one of his fans, and he agreed to his lawyer's terms, hired a personal chauffeur, and nowadays whenever you see that Rolls Royce or Bentley pulling up in his Beverly Hills neighborhood, he's in the back seat, but at least he's alive and can continue inspiring the world. See, it's not all about the cars, it's about what you do with them, and every car in his garage should inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Like and subscribe, and peace out.